Hello, everybody, and welcome to Psychic TV International. No, I'm not Harry. Harry's off this week, but he'll be back next week. So, welcome, everybody. And we have some people on here now. So, hello, Angela. Hello, Tracy. Hi, Andrew. Hi, Em. And hi, Anna, who says hi, Harry. Okay. No problems. Okay, my lights not seem to be working. We've got some really great guest psychics on tonight, and which is Remo and Benjamin. So I feel like I'm the rose between the leaves because I do want to call them the fawns because that sounds a bit, um, yeah, spiteful. So I thought, yeah, I'm the rose between the two leaves tonight. So wherever you are around the world, hello, good evening, good morning. And we are Psychic TV International, and our website is www.psychictvinternational.com. We have some great psychics online as well to take your calls. So all you have to do is just go to the website. You can click on the psychic of your choice, and they have a green button which says talk, and you can press on that, and that will help you to connect. So online at the moment, we have Grace on 9888, Natalie Norton Baker on pin 9810, Psychic Sadie on pin 9147, Sandy on pin 9108. So if you'd like a more intense reading, head over to the website and make a connection with one of them. So I'm going to bring on these lovely gentlemen. So firstly, I think I'll bring on Ben. So hi, Ben.
Hello, how are
How are you?
you? Good, thanks, Anne Marie. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. Surprise,
Awesome.
surprise, it's not Harry.
All good, all good.
So he'll be back next week. So yeah, I know a lot of the viewers know you, but for the ones who have jumped on that are new, would you like to just give a brief description of your services or your talents?
Of course. Yeah, well, look, I'm a psychic medium, so what that means is that I do past, present, and future, and I link into the spiritual world, which is your loved ones, and just before the show, I sort of say a little prayer, and I ask your loved ones to believe in me and trust me that I'm going to deliver the messages with honesty. I basically just believe and I trust, and I've been doing this for quite a while now, so I'm out there, so to speak, and I'm one of those mediums that believe that everyone can do it just with a little bit of training and just the trust too. It's the hardest thing. It's not only do we got to trust spirit world, but the spirit world's got to trust us as well. And your families and loved ones in the spirit world or in heaven, they're always around you at different times, and that's what we're going to do tonight is just give you validation that they're looking over you and watching you and take advantage of the readings tonight, and just remember that there is a lot of mediums that do the phones as well, and if you want an extended reading, bring one of those mediums or myself or Remo, and we'll go from there, and I'll leave it there. Thanks, Emery.
Okay, thanks, Ben. And Remo. Hi, Remo. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Hi, Marie. Hi, Ben. Nice to meet you.
G'day, Remo. How are you, mate?
Good,
Have you
thank you.
met before?
Not in
No,
person.
no.
Oh,
First
okay.
time.
Oh, all
Nice to
right.
meet
So,
you, mate.
you must
Yeah,
yeah.
I've seen Ben's name around, but no, we've never actually met in person.
Yeah,
Oh,
likewise.
okay.
Nice to meet you.
No, no worries. So, Remo, you've also been out there, and I'm sure a lot of people know
Yes,
you as well. But for the ones that have jumped on who haven't been on before,
sure.
if you'd like to tell us a bit about yourself.
Okay, well, I'm a psychic medium, so my readings consist of generally it's usually a bit of a combination of psychic readings and mediumship readings. So the psychic element would be connecting in with the auric field, with the soul energy of the person. Chakras sometimes come up as well, and just seeing what's happening maybe around work or relationships, that kind of thing. And mediumship is the spirit world, so bringing through messages of validation firstly from people in the spirit world, and then often there are other messages that come through with that, and even memories that are sparked sometimes. But ultimately, it's all for just empowering people and helping people be the best that they can be.
Thank you, Remo. Yes, it's really good that you're on tonight, both of you, to give some messages and to bring some healing to some of these people that are going to receive some of your
Yeah.
reading.
Sure.
So everything's just scrolling so fast for me. I'm going to start with Ben and just to say, because I'm not sure if Cherie's on here tonight or Teresa. To receive a reading, could you please like and share this page? Post that you have liked and shared, and post your question, and one of these lovely gentlemen will do a reading for you. So, liked and shared. Who's this? Okay. All right, Ben, Cassandra Beck. Hi, Cassandra. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Cassandra says, hi, everyone. I'm from South Dakota. I liked and shared. Would love a message, if anything, if drawn. Thanks, Ben.
Oh, beautiful. And it sounds funny, but I can, because since I'm on my phone and I can hardly see anything, I really can. So just bear with me. But, as I say that, I don't know if it's mum in the spirit world, but that's what it felt like for me. I felt like that I'm struggling with my breath at the top, at the last moment, so to speak. So I think that I had a good life, and I feel like that I lived quite a long time too. And always leave a message in the comments. So, but that's what it feels like for me. And I feel like that she's around you at all different times, and I feel like maybe she's around you more right now. So maybe the family dynamics are, there's things happening in your family at the moment, and I feel like that's what I'm getting at the moment. I feel like that she steps in, and I really feel like that you'd probably feel her in different ways. So I know that you would have a lot of items in your home that remind you of mum, and I feel like it is mum. That's what it feels like for me. This is a lady that would have loved you, and and I just feel like that she puts her arms around you and holds you. And if you're waiting for the message from mum, that's what it feels like for me. Let me know in the comments if it isn't mum, but that's what it feels like. It really does. And I don't know, but I feel like that I can hear a yappy dog as well in the background. So I feel like there's a dog with mum as well. And I'm not real good with dog breeds, so let me know in the comments. But it feels like one of those Maltese dogs, and I can just hear it yapping away, if that makes sense too. And you've probably got dogs yourself, but I don't know, but I just feel like I'm seeing a sausage dog in my mind, if that makes sense. And but let me know in the comments. But you know what? I feel like that just your family at the moment, it's changing a little bit. So maybe that's why you're on here tonight asking for a message. And I really feel like the message tonight is that you're going to be okay, because you're going to make things happen. And I'll leave it there. Thanks very much.
Oh, thanks, Ben. That was a beautiful message. Cassandra, I hope that's helped. And if you could leave some feedback for Ben, that'll be fantastic. Thank you very much. Okay, Remo, what have we got here? All right. Oh, I don't know if you can do this one. Did you love readings, Remo? Yeah, okay.
If you feel drawn to choose that person, sure.
All right. This is Jessica. Hi, Jessica. Thanks for tuning in, and thank you for liking and sharing our page. Jessica says, loved and shared. I would love a love reading, please. Possibly a horoscope love reading. Okay.
Okay. Well, as Anne Marie was reading out that question, Jessica, I was getting the word manifesting just over and over. Manifesting. So what I feel for you is there's been a lot of different avenues, a lot of different kind of relationships in terms of the personality of the other people, the other person. But I feel for you, it is about focusing on self at the moment and reining in that energy. Your energy feels quite expansive. I just see a wide open space, and that really shows me the amount of manifesting that you're actually capable of. So I feel just focusing on yourself, getting back to your true centered self, and I feel that will start to attract. It will start to make the ones that aren't suitable fall away, and you'll start to see that picture clearer. Because the more in tune we are with ourselves, when we come up against an energy that is not in tune with us, you just get a feeling, you just know. And I feel that you've been putting your trust in other people's hands a little bit too much. So I just feel, trust in yourself. You are a powerful manifester, and being true to yourself will attract that person that is true to you. And I do see someone in the picture, and I feel that you know who I'm referring to. So I feel go with that and work with that and just see how it unfolds. But trusting in yourself will help the unfoldment process. So I hope that was just. Thank you.
Thank you, Remo. That was wonderful. Yeah, that was really lovely. Jessica, I hope that's helped you a lot there. And would love some feedback for Remo if you could leave some. Thank you. Okay. All right. As I was saying, I forgot to say it's Halloween coming up, so that's why we made the
Yeah,
Halloween theme in the background. So,
yeah.
yeah, so it's the Psychic TV International Halloween night.
That's good.
All right. Okay, Ben.
Yep.
Okay, this is Anne. Hi, Anne. Thanks for liking and sharing. She says, "Hi, Benjamin. Do you see a romantic relationship for me anytime soon? And do I know this man? Thank you, Ben."
Wow, and like it's going to sound so general. It really is, and like I feel like that you've got so much history in yourself, and so I feel like that you've experienced so much. You really have, and the right man will come because you'll make it happen now. And I feel like that it's been a big change in your life, and maybe the last year or so that you've just started finding yourself. That's what it feels like for me. That you're happy who you are. Do you need someone in your life? No, you don't. And you're probably saying that to yourself. I don't really need anyone in my life. I really feel like that you sort of put it out there to the universe that I would like someone, and at the same time you've got so many conditions. I want to be on my own. I like my own company. I don't need to live with anyone. And there's so much going on. There really is. And I really feel like that do I know the man that you're going to see? Would I get a name? Probably not. Probably not. And I think that getting a name might just throw you anyway. And I feel like there's plenty of opportunities for you to meet someone. There really is. And I don't know if you like coffee, but I can see you doing stuff like that and going out. And I don't know if it's the botanical gardens or something like that, but I want you to get a book and I want you to go and sit down and read and you've probably already found yourself anyway. Maybe it's time, and if you want someone, you will meet someone. It's just about meeting the right people, and I think that now is the time that you will. I really do. You'll probably meet someone through someone, and you'll probably put yourself out there. Do I see all the internet stuff, like all those apps and that? I don't see that, and if you're on that, I want you to get off that, because I think that's just a merry-go-round, and you want someone who's going to treat you properly, and someone who's going to treat you the way you treat them, and that person's just out there, and you'll find it. And I think it's just up to you when you're ready. No one's going to knock on your door, but when you're ready, and I feel like that you are ready. And I'd love to give you a name or something like that, but I think that the universe is listening, and they really are. I don't want to live with someone. I'm happy on my own. It's just those few things that your energy is thrown out there, so to speak. But if you're committed to meet someone, you will. And I think you've got a good heart to share with someone else as well. And I'll leave it there. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Ben. That was some great advice as well. And I hope that helps you there. And thank you for tuning in tonight and liking and sharing our page. So beautiful. All right. Remo, we've got one of our long-term viewers here. Andrew. Hi, Andrew. How are you? Andrew says, liked and shared, and is my love life still happening soon, since I have been getting visions of my soulmate and others? Remo.
Okay. Hello, Andrew. How are you tonight? Yes, I see it coming. I see it in the distance, but I see that the most important thing of all that's been happening is I see a lot of changes within you. I know that you've been on a spiritual path. I've done a reading for you before, but since then, I see a lot of changes within family as well, and within the friendship circle, and just people that you know in general. I see that you've sort of shed certain energies that are no longer serving you, that are no longer good for you to have around. And I feel you getting on this path is accelerating the partner coming to you. And that's probably why you have been getting visions of your soulmate partner coming, because you're clearer now. You're a much clearer centered person. But I would say to you, don't set a deadline. Don't set sort of a time when it must happen. Just allow that to happen. Just keep going the way you are. And I feel in the not too distant future there is someone coming. But I feel for you the most important thing is working on yourself, because working on self then leads us to the path of the things that we are trying to manifest. Okay, so I hope that was true. Thank you.
Oh, thanks, Remo. That was beautiful. Andrew, I hope that's helped you. That was very good insight for you. So good luck with it and let us know how you go. All right. This we've already given her a reading. And of course, thank you, Cherie. Here she
Uh,
is. Okay, everyone, for reading tonight, please like and share. Then in one comment, put you have liked and shared, then your question. Thank you so much, Cherie. All right. Then let's see. This is mouthful. Theron McCulloch, I hope I've said your first name properly. Loved and shared. Hey, beautiful souls. Any new love coming into my life? I really don't want my ex-husband coming back into the picture. We have a strong spiritual connection, but I feel like it's time to move on. Any guidance? Thank you. Gee, it's a love connection tonight.
it is, and like you've answered your own question, and you really haven't. And I want you to close the door because you already have, and but if you need to go back there and make sure again, then do that what's right for you. I really feel like that door is closed, and you've said it yourself, and I really feel like it is time. And and even though you've got that spiritual connection and everything else, I feel like that there's so much more that you can give someone else as well, and I remember hearing my parents say when I was quite young that normally when the foundations of a house is broken, they don't keep building a house. They really don't. They knock it down and start again. And I think that's where you're at. You really are. And even though that you're very spiritual and you probably have the cards and the smelly things and the crystals, you probably have all that sort of stuff. I don't, but you probably would. And you trust in that and you believe in yourself. And I really feel like that you're asking for signs as well. You really are. You're asking the spirit world for some signs, or the universe. You're a good person. You really are, and I feel like that nature is very important for you, and the love life, and are you going to be happy? Of course you are. You really are, and you're making things happen for yourself. It'd be interesting to see if you have a cat, because I just felt like that I need to rub my face because I feel like I got cat hair on my face or something like that. Let us know in the comments if you have a cat. But I really feel like that you are going to be a positive person more now than so on. But sometimes we need to close that door. Don't hold on to what's the past now. You always acknowledge it, but don't hold on to it, because I think you're ready to move forward. And you're going to do amazing. You really are. And I'd like to hear on the comments maybe in the next 6 months' time to let us know that you've met someone, and you know what, you'll never look back. And I'll leave it there. Thanks very much.
Oh, thanks, Ben. Thanks, Theron. I'd just like to mention, please don't keep posting the comments ongoing, because it confuses me. And so if you could just post once. I am going up and down and choosing who I'm drawn to, so there's no need to keep reposting it quite a few times. Okay, all right. Remo, we've got Gayleen Blair Templeton. Loved and shared. Thank you for choosing me. Oh, you're very welcome. Feeling very frustrated with work at the moment. Lots of negative energy there. I don't want to give it up until I have another job. Do you see anything coming up soon? Appreciate your time. Thanks, Remo.
Okay. Hello, Gayleen. That's interesting. As I was reading that question as well, I was just getting the phrase shift in perception. So I feel you've gone through some changes as well, some energetic shifts as well. So work for you, I don't feel it's necessarily changed or the people have changed, but I feel you've changed. So you're perceiving and reacting to the people around you differently. So I feel it's important to keep that in mind. I feel the job you have will keep you going for a little while longer, but I feel it's also setting you up for the next job coming up. I don't see that in the short term, but in the long term, I feel it is setting you up. But I feel, the most important thing at the moment, which may help you to deal with the energy at work, is what I initially said. I feel your perception has changed. So not necessarily those things changing. So before, because you were perceiving them one way, you were reacting a certain way. Now you're perceiving them another way and you're reacting differently. But yes, for the short term, I feel that you're going to stay there. I feel there, jobs, we do jobs, to make money and get tasks done, but ultimately we are there. And if you look at it from a spiritual perspective, we are dealing with people every day, different energies. We're learning lessons and we're teaching other people lessons. So I feel that has to play out a little bit more. But that's pretty much what I was getting, Gayleen. So I hope that helps. Hope that makes sense. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Remo. Gayleen, I hope that's helped you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I just want to mention we still have some of our psychics online. If you want to make a connection with them, just go to www.psychictvinternational.com. Choose your psychic of your choice. Just click on the talk button and it will connect you straight to them. At the moment online, we have Grace on pin 9888, Renee on pin 9128, Michelle Rebello on pin 9134, Natalie Norton-Baker on pin 9810, Psychic Sadie on pin 9147, and Sandy on pin 9108. Okay. All right. Getting back, I think. Oh yeah, it's Ben's turns. Bear with me, guys.
You're right.
Sort of been thrown into this tonight. So anyway,
Don't
all right, Ben. So Carmen Gilroy says, "Love and shared. Good evening. Is my partner the right person for me? I've tried so hard, but it doesn't seem there. Giving that back, but he is my everything. But should I just give up? Thanks, Ben."
Whew, no, like I want you to trust you. I want you to trust your feelings and your emotions and stuff like that. And it's a shame he couldn't read this question himself and see how much he means to you. And stuff like that. And sometimes we try and try and try, and I've been in that situation as myself, and I'm sure other partners I've had have tried and tried and tried as well. And sometimes, you will know in your own gut feeling. I want you to trust your own gut feeling. And, is it worth working for? It really is. He seems like a really nice person and everything else, but it might be just chalk and cheese. You might be emotional and he's not. It might be his past, like his upbringing or something on those lines. I want you to write him a letter. I really do. And I'm not saying you have to give it to him, but I want you to write him a letter, and I want you to write all your feelings and everything else. And I want you to be real careful about nagging and stuff like that, though. But write him a letter and say to him that you're concerned that I'm going to lose you because of the way I'm feeling for you. And I'm concerned that our relationships aren't going to go any further. And I want this to work. Are you committed with me? And without nagging him and stuff like that. And I'm sure that you reward him in different ways, that he's a good person. I really do. And I feel for you, but I want you to look after number one, yourself. And I know it's going to be sort of a general reading, but I want you to look after number one, yourself. I won't give you those answers, is he the right one for you? Because he probably is in different every other way. But I want you to feel it in yourself, and I want you to try it again. And if it doesn't work, then you make decisions for yourself, okay? That's something that you need to do. But I'll tell you what, if it doesn't work out, he's going to lose a really good person, and it's a shame. So I want you to write the letter for me anyway and give it to him and tell him that you're not nagging him, but I'm frightened that we go in two different directions, and I want to be with you. I want to grow with you, and leave it that way, okay? And I wish you all the best as well. Thanks, Anne-Marie.
Oh, thanks, Ben. That was beautiful. Carmen, I hope that's helped. That was some beautiful advice there for you, and let us know how you go. Just some feedback for you there, Ben. Validation for Ben. My mum is alive still in the real world. I do have a dog, but she is asleep right now, so next to me, and she is a terrier mix. I also have a guinea pig.
Okay. Thanks, mate. Yeah. Thanks, Chris.
Okay. All right. Okay, Remo. All right, Rosalie, thank you for liking and sharing our page. Rosalie said, just finished a 2-year court case the past 3 days, just waiting on judgment. Do you see the best possible outcome? Thanks.
Okay. Hello, Rosalie. Okay, I certainly see it's been a long journey. I feel the expected outcomes have changed, say, from the beginning of the journey through to the end. because I feel you've changed along that journey as well. I do see a positive outcome. So in your favor, say from a percentage point of view, but I feel there are a couple of things there that maybe you won't be happy with, but I feel overall I do see a good solid outcome. But I feel the most important thing for you now is moving forward from this. So once that outcome is received, it's moving forward without carrying a lot of the burden that's been put on you by going through this court case over this extended period of time. Because even if you're not physically in the room, in the courtroom itself for that period of time, which you obviously weren't, but it's on your mind and you're thinking about it, talking about it. So I feel just keep in mind moving forward, and not carrying too much of the effects of that period of time with you. But yes, I do see a positive outcome. I do. Generally speaking, it does feel like it's in your favour. I see the scales tipping, and they're tipping in your favour. So I hope that helps, Rosalie. Thank you.
Thanks, Remo. Thanks, Rosalie, for sharing and liking our page and receiving a reading. If you'd like to leave some validation, that'll be great. I'm not sure who had Jessica, but she said, "Oh, you were absolutely spot on. I can't explain exactly how, but yes, I'm picking up what you put down. Thank you so much." So I'm not sure.
I think that was me, Anne-Marie. I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
All
Ben?
right.
Yeah.
Okay. Terrific. All right. Thank you for the validation.
Can you guys hear me okay, by the way? Is it all clear?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, I was just getting a bit of background noise, so I put these in. Okay.
That's all right. I've got Saron's posted about 50 times on here, and I'm trying to find. So someone, I don't know, you could probably see the comments yourself. Even though she's received a reading, it's just come up everywhere. Okay. Carrie Burgess. Not sure if we had Carrie Burgess for my job. There's a lot of job. Have we done Carrie?
No, we haven't. No.
We haven't.
Okay. All right. Okay. So Ben, Carrie Burgess says we've got a lot of love and career questions tonight. Okay. So Carrie says, loved and shared, beautiful people. Would love to know if I will be successful in my current role at my job. Thank you, Ben.
Yeah, I think you will. I don't know if this is a new job. Obviously, it must be a new job, but I feel like that you've got a good head on your shoulders anyway, and I really feel like that just take it for what it is and make a bad situation a good situation for yourself. I feel like that you've got that knack anyway. You really do, and I really feel like that you attract the right people around you. If the workplace is not great and it's not friendly, I feel like that you can change things around just for your personality. I feel like that you're quite out there, as in you've got a nice bubbly personality, and I don't think you judge people too. You give everyone a chance, or like I think that you open your eyes and you see things for how they are. I think that if this job's not great for you or you don't feel like it's great, you will move on anyway. I really do. I really feel like that you're a couple of steps in front, even though I'm just validating that what you already know. I feel like that you will look for other work if this is not the right role. But this role suits you for some reason. I think this suits you, and there's a lot of lurks and perks that is excellent for you maybe. And if it's not, I feel like that you'll sort things out as well. I think you're comfortable here at the moment. I really do, as in like that. What else is out there? Like, is the grass greener on the other side of the fence? It probably is, but stick with it anyway, and send those emails or whatever you do, and really try hard to fit in and make it a good job for yourself. I feel like that you're quite liked anyway. Maybe you need to be pushed a little bit more and step up maybe, or something like that. But you know what? I think at the end of the day, if it doesn't suit you, you'll find something anyway, if that makes sense. Thanks, Anne-Marie.
Oh, thanks, Ben. That was great. Carrie, I hope that's helped you. And if you'd like to leave some validation for Ben, thank you very much for tuning in tonight and liking and sharing for a reading. Okay, now this one, I'm not sure. She's asked for Remo. It's Remo's turn. Alison Turner, I'm not sure if we had her before. She says, loved and shared. Remo, just started a new job. However, do not think I will be able to sustain it. Is there another opportunity relationship past person or, well, I suppose it's past, present, or new when? Thanks, Remo.
Okay. Hello, Alison. Yes, with your job, I'm getting. I actually got the phrase comfort zone. So I feel in some way it's pushed you outside of your comfort zone. But with that, sometimes that is a good thing, because it is about being our true selves when we're outside our comfort zone, and that's when we can adapt to a situation a little bit better. Because often when we do step outside of that zone, our body's defense mechanisms can often kick in. So I feel be mindful of that, and if you are more mindful of what's actually happening, I feel you will be able to sustain that job a little bit longer, as you've put it. But I certainly feel a 3-4 month period where you should give it a go. You should just shift the way that you look at it, and I feel the energy there is. There's a lot of different energies. The people that work there, the energy feels very, very different with virtually every single person. And I feel it's quite different to what you were used to. And the second part of the question, a relationship. Is there another opportunity? Relationship, past person. Well, interestingly enough, I feel a relationship somehow connected with this job. So I feel that could be another reason to give it that little bit more. That 3 and 4 keeps coming up, 3 and 4, 3 and 4. So I feel that's a 3 or 4 month period of time. But I certainly feel you're quite adaptable, and I certainly feel you're good at organising people and organising things. So the other good thing about that is that you will also start to shift the energy where you're working. I feel there's a bit of a lack of team cohesion, I guess is a good word I could use for that, and I feel you'll bring some of that back into the workplace. So I hope that makes sense, Alison. Thank you.
Thank you, Remo. Thank you for that beautiful message. Alison, thank you so much for tuning in tonight and liking and sharing, and hope that you enjoyed your reading. Okay, I've got some validation for Ben. That was Carmen. She said, oh, thank you. That was a very beautiful, truly meant a lot for those words in your reading. I will write a letter. I was thinking the same thing, but was scared to put my heart into it if it ends up being dismissed. So thanks, Ben. Thanks, Carmen, for your validation.
Yes, Carmen.
Okay. It's a little bit quiet tonight. Maybe everyone's out trick-or-treating. All right. Then see if you can have a look at this one. Jody Jolly says, liked and shared, I have run into so many cranky people the past month. Is there a reason for this? Please and thank you.
Is there a reason for it? Jody, that happens occasionally, and and the question says it all. Like, you're probably drawn to those sort of people that download stuff on you, and you're probably that person that people ring up and tell you their problems and everything else, and maybe you're that person that tries to help everyone and heal people as well, and maybe this is, even though these might be just random people or whatever, but maybe that's what's happening, and just always leave it with a positive thing anyway. If someone's rude to you, leave it with a positive. Wish them all the best. Don't take that energy on. Don't take that hurt or that anger with you. And I really feel that I'm not telling you anything you don't do anyway. I really do. And I feel like that this will change sooner than later. I think that that more positive people will come into your life, because that it's just something you're going through right now. And I feel like that you can move that on anyway very, very quickly. And I'm not into that saging and all that sort of stuff, but I feel like that you would probably be into something on those lines, and you probably have those quartz crystals or whatever they call them and stuff like that. But that works for you. So I want you to hold those and I'm trying to think of what those crystals would be, but hold on to those and say to the universe that move those people on now, and I've helped as many people as I can, and bring through the people that make me shine, the better person I am. I don't know if you're some sort of healer. Maybe you are. Let us know in the comments. But I feel like that you've just got that healing energy about you. And if you're not reading cards, I think that you can. So maybe get some cards and maybe just do some readings and do some readings for yourself as well. I think that's going to help you in some sort of way. And let us know in the comments if you've got birds. I don't know. I just feel like I've seen birds flying around for some reason, and maybe they're just little budgies or something like that. And if it's a no, maybe you had those budgies when you were younger, and I just seen that in my mind. But you know what? You're an amazing person anyway, and just help those people as much as you can, but never take it on board, okay? And just wish them all the best, and I think that's going to help you in some sort of way. Thanks, Anne-Marie.
Oh, thanks, Ben. Jody, I hope that's made a lot of sense to you, and it is very easy to, attract people's negative energy. So, yeah, Ben's just given some great advice there, so I hope that's helped. Okay. Now, I've got some validation. I think this is for Remo. Thank you. Yes, there is only one thing during summations I struggled with, but everything seems to be going in my favour.
It's good. Thanks, Rosalie.
Oh, okay. All right, Remo. Elaine Nikoludakis. I think I've said that right. Loved and shared, much needed. Have a person forcing their help with interrogation and costing my mental health. Is there any guidance from above, or will they stop? Thank you, Remo.
Okay. Person forcing the help with interrogation. Okay. Well, what I get around that is it is also similar to what Ben was saying. It is also about not taking a lot of that energy on board as well, because as you've just said, it is starting to affect you, and it starts to affect you mentally, emotionally, physically, ultimately. But it is about setting boundaries and just setting some clear boundaries, because I also feel you're quite an empathic person as well, and I feel that energy will affect you a lot more than it may affect others, because having a soft heart, being quite empathic, we just take things on board a lot more probably than we should. And I feel there comes a time when we need to sort of start thinking about ourselves a bit more, because taking on that energy all the time actually stops us being able to give help back. It sort of creates a bit of a sliding scale where you're just sliding backwards, and you're unable to give back to the person because you're just constantly taking energy on board. I do see a shift. I do see another female energy with you. I do see a female energy with you that's going to help you with this. I feel it's a family member. But yes, I'm feeling persevere with this just a little bit more. There's a shift coming, but it is certainly about setting boundaries, quite clear boundaries. Because sometimes, if these things go on for too long, it ends up the person is sort of cut out completely. So before you get to that stage, I feel setting the boundaries and being mindful of how empathic you actually are. Being impacted and affected by energy, it doesn't mean there's anything wrong with us. It just means we're an empathic, soft-hearted, kind-hearted person. But yes, I do see some outside help coming in, and I feel that'll tip the balance of energy back in your favor. So I hope that makes sense. Thank you.
Oh, thanks, Remo. Elaine, I hope that's really touched me, actually. That's beautiful. Thanks, Remo. So Elaine, I hope that's helped, and yes, thank you for joining us tonight and liking and sharing our page and receiving a beautiful reading from Remo. Okay, this one's a very touching one, Ben. Bev White, loved and shared, facing homelessness in 2 weeks. Will I get a house to rent, please, and thank you. Oh,
Okay, you know what, Bev? We all wish you the best, and we do. We send it out there for you, okay? Remo and Emma and myself, we send it out there for you. And I even know that you're going to be homeless. I really feel like that you've got support though. I really feel like that you've got support, and you have got somewhere to stay, and I really feel that way you have, and I feel like that it might be a short-term thing until you get your place, but I don't want you to panic too much, because I feel like that you've got somewhere to stay, even though you're saying you're going to be homeless. I feel like that there's other people that are going to help you. That I feel that. I really do. I feel like that there's other people that are going to help you, and maybe that you can stay at someone's house, and that's what I really feel like that. I don't see you sleeping in the car or anything, but I can see that someone's going to help you. And is there a house coming? There will be, and I want you to go to the right channels though, and I want you to be the squeakiest wheel. So the squeakiest wheel gets the most oil, but don't be nasty about it. Just ask them and let them know. Let them know how you feel, and I don't know if it's Department of Housing or something on those lines, but sometimes we need to be there all the time and let them know that I'm concerned. Let them know that you're feeling nervous. Let them know that I can't sleep. Can you help me? I need help. I'm desperate. I want you to do all that sort of stuff for me, and I feel like that the house will come, and it's just you're in a hard position at the moment, but I don't see you homeless. I really don't. I think that someone's going to take you on board and look after you. But saying that, keep moving forward, okay? And I wish you all the best, and I really feel that you're going to be okay. You really will, and you're going to make a bad situation a good situation for yourself. And I wish you all the best, okay? And I'll leave it there. Thank you so much, Bev.
thank you, Ben. Thank you, Bev. And we send you lots of healing light to you, and all the positive, for you to find something very, very soon. Thank you. Okay. All right. So this is from Teresa, one of our regular viewers. Teresa, hi. How you going? She says, hi. Have liked and loved and shared. My hubby has been sick. I'm so sorry to hear that. Well, lots of healing to your hubby. And has just started a new business. Any insight around this, please? And thanks, Remo.
Okay. I was feeling a bit of stress and a bit of tension as I was reading that question. So I feel the sickness is kind of a bit of not feeling well is kind of a bit of a release. I feel there was a bit of pressure build up over work and over starting a new job, finding a new job. But I certainly see in the very short term things panning out. Your husband getting better. It's nothing major. But I feel it's more an energetic and more of a stress caused illness. That's why he's not feeling great. The business, I feel, is sort of on a sort of a plateau at the moment, but I feel that will start to take a bit of an uphill climb. But I'm just feeling a lot of energy that he's kind of carried with him. Like I just feel a lot of tension and angst that he's carried with him, and I feel it's time to just let that go. The past is the past. All the other jobs and all the other things that he's tried will in some way help him with this business. So I hope that helps, Teresa. Thank you.
Thanks, Remo. Thanks, Teresa. Lots of healing light to your husband, and hope he gets well soon. And thank you for tuning in and liking and sharing. Okay, I'll just bring up some validation for Ben. Jody says, thank you, Ben. I have been told I'm a healer before. I do wish these people a lovely day and smile at them. I love them, and to get back into their cards again. Birds, the crows stalk me. Thank you, lovely. Thank you. Thanks for that beautiful validation. Okay, just to let you know who's online, just go to www.psychictvinternational.com, and online to take your calls is Grace on pin 9888, Danae on pin 9128, Michelle Rebello on pin 9134, Natalie Norton Baker on pin 9810, Psychic Sadie on pin 9147, and Sandy on pin 9108. all you have to do is just go to the website, choose your psychic, and just click on the talk button, and that will connect you straight to them. Okay. All right. So, all right. So I've forgotten who was next. Okay. Rose, loved and shared. Can you tell me if my future home dream will eventuate? The plan is a 5-year one. Thanks, Ben. I think it was.
Okay, it is me. Yeah, sorry, I don't want to jump the gun. So I can share. Sorry, I was half listening. So the future house dream will we? Okay, you know what? Your 5-year plan. I like that about you. So to me, you're obviously organised. You know, and not like me just then. I wasn't organised at all. So I know that you're organised, and the 5-year plan. I really feel like that. Make sure that you smell the roses and enjoy yourself at the same time too. And you know, it's maybe that the house you're looking for might be a little bit further than you want, so to speak, and that way you're comfortable and you haven't got the bigger mortgage or whatever it is that you've got. And I like that about you, and I really feel that you've just sort of got the reins and you've got people to back you up, so to speak. So keep the momentum up, and I really feel like you're doing really, really well. You really are. And but I think that whatever you touch sort of turns into gold. I know that sounds very, very general, but I really feel that that when you put your mind to it, that things come, that just comes for you for some reason. And I feel like that you're a high achiever in other ways. And I don't know if you're right into music, but I see a lot of music. I feel like that I see music notes coming around me. So I'll be interested to see if that's what you're into as well. And stick with that plan, because I really feel that in 5 years' time that you'll look back and say, I'm glad I've done that. And I feel like that everything going forward is going to go ahead for you. I really do. And will you get that place in 5 years? If not 5 years, it'll be very soon. You know, I feel like that set that goal, but I can't see you living where you are. I feel like that you're going to have to move a bit further out or something on those lines. But you've got probably good family that are going to help you as well anyway. And I think that they're all proud of you. And sometimes that you just need to sit back and listen to everyone patting you on the back and take some of that credit that you've earned. And I don't know if you're in a nurse or something on those lines as well, but I've just seen something on those lines in my mind, if that makes sense. Let us know in the comments as well, Dave. But I wish you all the best, because I think that you're going to do quite well and you're a high achiever. And I'll leave it there. Thanks, Emery.
Oh, thanks, Ben. Okay, thank you. In there. Okay, we've got a couple more rings to go. So, Remo, Jenny Louise, loved and shared. Could I please have a reading about a guy I'm currently seeing? Do you see us being exclusive in a committed relationship in the future? If so, when? Thanks, Remo.
Hello, Jenny. Okay. Well, again, as that question was being read and I was reading it, I saw actually suitcases. I saw luggage. So I feel, you know, the thing with relationships, a new relationship or any relationship, there comes a point in that relationship where, you know, the past will start to come up, things that may have not been dealt with. And that's what I'm feeling with him. I'm feeling that there are a few things there that he needs to just be mindful of, that he doesn't bring into this relationship. I'm feeling that a little with you as well, but more so with him. And it's simply a matter of just being mindful, being aware, because, you know, if you are aware of something, then you can address that. And I feel I'm getting the words open communication. I feel he just needs to be honest with himself, honest with you. You know, and the fact that you're asking that question, you know, puts out that energy that it wants to be a committed relationship. That's where it's heading. That's where it's looking for. That's what the aim is. And I feel the aim is the same with both. But the energies just feel to me like there's quite a bit of past energy coming forward. So if that's discussed in the beginning and it's just open, honest communication, and often it's fear. You know, people think, well, you know, if I express this or I say this, what's the other person going to think? And then when they do, the other person says, oh, okay, thank you. You know, and that's usually what happens most of the time. So to answer your question, yes. But, you know, I would say to you also, don't set like a 6-month goal or a 5-month goal or a year goal. Sure, plan ahead, but don't set sort of definite time frames on things. I feel it's a journey. The most important thing is to step onto the path that leads you down that journey and just keep going forward. But again, what comes up most strongly is the past and just open communication. And yes, I feel you're both heading in the same direction, and your energy feels, both of you, the energy feels different, but in a good way. It's like the yin and the yang. One will balance the other. So yeah, that's pretty much what I was getting. I hope that helps you, Jenny. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Remo. Thanks, Jenny. I hope that's helped you. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Got a couple of validations here. I think this one's for Ben. Bev says, thank you. I have set all the supports in place for Department of Housing at 62 with serious health issues, and full care of the grandchild is very accessible. So, okay, thanks for that, Bev. And thanks, Ben, for giving that reading for her. Also, Remo, you got some validation. Yes, physically putting too much strain on my body, lifting 20-kilogram boxes. Do not want to rock the boat past, maybe transferring to another section. Nice if I do meet someone there. Grateful. Thank you very much, Alison.
Thanks, Alison.
All right, now we've got Cherie, our regular helper on here, would like a reading. So I'll give that to you, Ben. Cherie says, loved and shared. Thanks for sharing your time tonight. Oh, thank you. As always, thank you for sharing your time in helping. Do you see me getting a new fur baby puppy soon? My other fur baby seems to be very lonely. P.S. Ben, well, there you go. I picked Ben. I didn't even see Ben's name there. Ben, you were amazing last Saturday night. It was great being able to see you. Okay.
Thanks, Cherie. Oh, you're amazing. And I got a photo of Cherie too. She's so nice. Like she's nice on the computer, on the screen, but she's a lovely person as well, and she's really nice. And I actually met her husband too, and they're both so nice. Cherie, you know what? Go out and get one. You know, speak to your husband and stuff like that. It was good watching you two together, and I was watching you sit over in the corner and talking to each other and stuff like that. You've got a good bond, you really do, and speak to him about it. And you know what? If you want to go and get a puppy, go and get one, or you want to go and get a dog or something like that, just go and get one. Honestly, I think it's time. I think that you waited for a while now, and all the signs and all the answers that you're asking are right. So it's just time to go and get one. And that puppy or that dog's going to be so loved because you're such lovely people. And I know that your son had his birthday, and I know that everything's been busy and stuff like that, and a lot's happening in your life, and now's the time to go and get that dog. And I think that it's going to bring a lot of joy in the family too, and it's going to make the whole household happy again. But I'm telling you now, just some advice: going straight to St. Vincent de Paul's and stuff like that, and buy a heap of teddy bears and stuff like that, because I'm sure the dog's going to rip everything apart, okay? And you've probably been through that once before. So just go and get yourself some teddy bears and make sure you put all the shoes up so the dog doesn't chew on it and stuff like that. But I'm looking forward to seeing you one day again at a platform or a show. And I wish you all the best, Cherie. It was so nice to meet you. And I'll leave it there. Thanks, Emery.
Oh, thanks, Ben. Thanks, Cherie. Thanks for all your help with our show as well. Okay, and I've got some feedback from Teresa, who's another regular for Remo. Thanks, Remo. That was spot on. He does carry a lot of angst around illness and just starting new business, as it's in lawn mowing and gardening, and we are in Queensland, so it's been quite dry. We are still awaiting test results. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Teresa. All the best and all the healing and love to you. And and thanks to Remo for that reading. All right. We've got one more. Oh, we'll do a couple more. Okay. Okay. Tanya Atkins, loved and shared. Does the man I have been seeing ever want a committed relationship with me, please? Thanks, Remo.
Okay. Hello, Tanya. I'm getting a similar energy to the previous one, but similar in the sense that, again, it's lack of communication and carrying a lot of things with him as well forward. And I feel like he's been doing a bit of a repeating cycle where he reaches a certain stage in a relationship, and then it's kind of like my throat chakra is closing up. So I feel it's about expression, and I feel it's about, you know, a relationship with himself, just being true to himself and accepting himself for the way that he is. And, you know, just because it hasn't worked out in the past doesn't mean it won't work out now. So the fact that there is a little bit of friction or angst there means, yes, that he does, you know, but he's not sure exactly how to move forward. And I feel you can help him along with that, being mindful that, you know, he is carrying things from the past. That's what I'm feeling. But often that friction, you know, people can sometimes take that as, oh, the person doesn't want to be with me, but the person's just experiencing a little bit of fear based on past experiences. But yes, I do see that he does. I just feel there needs to be some more open communication in order to move forward. So I hope that helps, Tanya. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Remo. Thanks, Tanya. We'll put in one more reading. This is from M. Knight. Shared and liked. Would appreciate some messages from my dad. New work role and a new love relationship. Thanks, Ben.
Yeah, you know, like your father will always be around you, you know, and have I got him tonight? I don't really, but I have the essence, if that makes sense to you. You can feel your father, and I don't know if you look like your father a lot, but I just feel like that I'm seeing very, very similar, and it might be just your personalities and stuff like that. You know, I feel like that you've got a good head on your shoulders as well, and I really want you to do what's right for you anyway. And I don't think anyone tells you what to do and stuff like that, but can I see things working out for you? I can, but I want you to do it yourself. I really do. And I feel like that your father will always be there to support you. And you've got good family around you anyway. And even though they might argue and stuff like that, and they might be hard to live with at different times, but you've got that support people around you. You really do. And I want you to grab it with two hands and do what's right for you. If you want something in your life, or a job, or a good career, or even a partner, I want you to go for it, if that makes sense. I want you to sort of manifest or write down not what you need, but not what you want, but what you need. That's what I want. I want you to write down what you need, not what you want, what you need. You want respect. You want love. You want someone who's going to ring you up and ask you how your day was. So that's what you want. And I think that's what you've got to look for, and in a partner or whatever it is. And I feel like that you do that anyway. I really do. But sometimes you let your wall down, and then the wrong people come into your life. But I feel like that, even though I feel like that your family don't always get on, but they're there to support you in a lot of ways, and your father will always be there around you. And I don't know, I just feel like that I heard a loud motorbike or something like that in the back of my mind. So I don't know if that resonates with you, but it should resonate, if that makes sense. So let us know in the comments as well. But I wish you all the best. And sorry I haven't got a great deal for you, because I want you to push yourself forward and remember that you only have to ask. And I'm not saying they can live your life they can't live your life for you, but they can put things in front of you and look for those signs and go for it, okay? And even though it's going to be a short reading, I think that you're doing quite well for yourself. And before I go too, I don't know if you've got like a lower back problem or something like that, but I want you to make sure that when you're sitting down, you put some cushions behind you, or you sit up straight, because I just feel like that I'm getting the lower back and the kidney area with you too. So keep an eye on that for me, and I'll leave it there. Thanks very much, Emery.
Okay, thanks, Ben, and thanks, Em, for your question. Well, the time has come.
That was quick, wasn't it? Yeah.
It was. It went very quick.
Very
So
fast.
will you be both logging on to the phone lines for a little while after the
Yes.
after the
Yeah, of course I will. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So just to let you know, we're psychictvinternational.com. We'll have, we've still got the same psychics on board. So we still have Grace on PIN 9888. We've got Janae on 9128. Michelle Rebello on 9134. Natalie Norton Baker on 9810, Psychic Sadie on 9147, Sandy on 9108, and we'll also have on tonight Ben on pin 9166 and Remo on pin 9123. Thank you so much for being my
Okay.
lead throughout, I've been the rose between the leaves. Thank you so much.
All good.
Thank you,
Nice to meet you,
Anne-Marie.
mate. Nice to meet you,
Thank you,
mate.
Ben. Nice to
mate.
meet
See
you
you
too.
later.
Thank
See
you.
you.
All right.
Bye, Anne-Marie. Thank you.
Bye,
Bye,
Bye.
Marie. Bye. Bye.
All right. So thank you everyone for tuning in tonight to Psychic TV International. Ben and Remo will also be on the lines now. So if you'd like to make a further connection with them for a further intense reading, they'll be logged on just immediately. So it's Halloween. Happy trick-or-treating this weekend. I'm sure all the kiddies will love trick-or-treating and getting lots and lots of lollies and chocolates and chips and whatever. I'd like to thank you all for being on tonight and liking and sharing our page. We will see Harry T next week at next Saturday night at 8 p.m. So until then, thank you so much. See you soon. Bye-bye.